All right, so our next step here, we're going to add another set of steps. Typically, they're stacked underneath of your first to second floor steps, and these are going down to the basement. We'll again later have to cut a floor opening in here to open that up. We're going to do some different things with some overlays. Now, this is a camera view I've placed in here. So if you go to a level, here's my camera view. I'm going to delete that and put it back in. I'm going to go to the View tab, and then I'm going to select Camera. And you can, this is where I'm standing, and then this is how far I'm looking. And then I can put on my colors here. If I want to bring up my navigation window at this point, I can, maybe look around a little bit. I can walk, I can orbit, I can zoom, I can move up or down. So if I want to see what it looks like upstairs, downstairs, you can do. There's in the basement. So moving between those different floor levels, that can be an interesting way to move between there. We're going to draw these from the foundation plan. So if I go down to level 4, again, I'm going to delete this camera plan here. I don't really know where to put those stairs right now. So we're going to need some underlays here. We're also going to be using some section views. So if I put a section view in here, so this will be the third one I've added to my project. I can take a look now at those first to second floor stairs, and then I want to be able to have ones right underneath of there to basically do the same thing going down to the basement. Now we have not done our building pad yet, but you're going to have a 4-inch concrete slab that's going to sit right on top of this footer. So we're going to have a base offset for this set of stairs that's 4 inches above. Right now it's going to be floating until we get your topography in and your building pad in. But that's important we have that in now so that it doesn't have a real short step later on in the process. So I'm going to go to level 4, and then I need to be able to see those stairs up there. So again, I have nothing selected. So in properties, it says floor plan. I'm going to look for my underlay range, and I'm going to underlay level 1, and then we can kind of see where everything is up on the first floor. Notice it's kind of grayed out as we work through here. Now on the first floor to second floor, I used a 4-foot wide staircase. You can use a skinnier staircase, maybe a 42-inch, or you could use a 3-foot minimum with staircase down here, but you want it to follow basically the same geometry. So we're going to go, and again, I'm on my my foundation, which is level 4, and if you want to name those, you can. I'm going to go to stairs, and I'm going to change this stair width. I'm going to do, let's see what 42 inches looks like, and we'll try to grab that. So I'll do those first 4 risers, and I'll come down here and do the rest of those risers. And then I'm just going to hit the check mark on that and see what we get. So let's go to our section 3, and this looks like a problem. So these stairs are going the wrong way, and it's real easy to fix those. So I'll go back to level 4, and I'll click on that set of steps, and all I have to do is click this arrow to flip the direction of the step, and then I can look at those in that section view, and hopefully we got that back the way we want it. So that looks pretty good. Looking back at our first floor now, if we drop a camera view back in again, so we'll stick that in there, looking at our set of steps now. It's just poking up through the floor. We have to do the same thing we did above, cutting that floor system open again. So if you remember how to do that, you can quit the video now. If not, I'm going to just go through that one more time. So I'm going to go to level 1, and we have to grab that floor system somewhere, so that might be from a 3D view, and we need to kind of chop that out, a little kind of U shape here. You could do this as a vertical opening. I'm going to modify going around the edge here, and we'll see what that looks like. So let's go to 3D and try to grab that floor system somewhere. I'm going to get an edge of that on one of these, and if we can't find that, we're going to have to hide a wall. So I can take anything that will get the edge of that to show up. I can grab that now, and then I can go into Edit Boundary, and I'm going to return to level 1 now, and I'm going to draw in some new lines. Now I'm not using the wall tool this time. I'm just going to use some lines here, and I'm going to pop that around. Now this gets a little confusing here. We may need to go back and clean a few things up, but it is the skinnier set of steps that we are cutting out here. And we're going to cut that out over to this wall, and then we'll bring that back up to here. We'll use the trim tool to bring these together, and the trim tool here, and then we'll have to delete this little segment And let's hope everything looks good here. I'm going to hit no on this and no on this one because I don't want any changes to that geometry. And let's take a look in 3D and make sure nothing got messed up. So everything still looks good there. I can see from here that that is looking pretty nice. I'm going to go now back to my section view, number 3, and just take a look. Everything looks pretty good there. I may want to change my railing out right now. You also may want to put a wall here, so you probably don't want the basement open to anything. So you would probably want a wall that kind of follows right underneath of here. If you have not looked at the one video on editing a wall profile, that will help you if you want the wall to sweep underneath of the steps instead of go all the way up to the top. You're also going to want to add a door on here too. So add a wall that runs around and a door just for heating and cooling reasons and keeping the basement separate from the rest of the house. All right, that's it.